I told you I was gonna do this. Y'all ready to draft? Y'all ready to draft today? Let me get the draft ready to go. Ended on a good note. Before we get to super chats, we gonna draft. I told y'all before we gonna get to we gonna do we gonna make this a crazy defense, but we still need. I'm gonna cheat though. I'm still gonna get like a receiver late. I'm gonna give me a couple late playmakers in here. But what I'm gonna do is let me share my camera so y'all know what we're doing. Now, don't mess this up. All right, here we go. Come on, draft. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get to it. So let's make it random. We're gonna make it random up. We're gonna bring needs down. Let's make it random. Care for positional value. Nah, we don't care about that. We ain't drafting for needs. We're gonna go random, right? We want 7 rounds. Okay. So the goal with this joint is what we're trying to do, because we talked about Myles Garrett getting traded today. We want to go best defensive draft that we can find. So we trying to make the Cleveland Browns 85 Bears. We trying to make us up and down one of the best defenses, but at the same time, getting some gems later in the draft in terms of offense, because we still need some offense. All right. So we making it random. Let me make sure I'm in here, right here. Yep. Here we go. And while I'm doing this, we good. Okay, here we go. So right now we're going to get to the Raiders. Let's start the draft. All right. So with this draft, the Raiders took Mendoza. David Bailey went second. Sonny Styles went third. Jeremiah Love went fourth. Arvell Reese, that's crazy. Arvell Reese went fifth, and they went and they just drafted a defender last year. So as we sit here, all right, this is the first big decision: Ruben Bain or Caleb Downs. Let's get in it. Ruben Bain or Caleb Downs. How y'all want to roll with this? How y'all want to roll with Ruben Bain or Caleb Downs? Okay. Downs. If I give me a couple more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Downs is cooking. Now remember, we go on defense. We got one Bain, Downs. Caleb Downs is one. The Cleveland Browns is making their squad. We are going to take Caleb Downs at number 6. Draft him. We back up. We back on the clock. Well, let's see who went after that. Let's see. So if we go back up and read this, Delaney went 7. Carnell Tate went 8. Ruben Bain went to 9. Mekhi Lemon went to wow, that's random as heck. Mekhi Lemon goes 10, and they pair him with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. That's kind of crazy. Kenyon Sadiq went 11. Jermod McCoy went 12. Jordan Tyson fell to 13, and they had to trade up to get him with Atlanta. Luani, the guard from Penn State, goes to the Ravens. C.J. Allen Backer goes 15 to Buccaneers. Francis Mauigoa fell all the way down to 16. McNeil Warren, the safety, goes 17. Shout out to Toledo. Akeem Messidor goes 18. Monroe Freeling goes 19. At 20, Spencer Fano. Dylan Thinneman goes 21st. Denzel Boston goes 22nd. 23rd is Cassius Howe, edge rusher. So there's an end on it. There's an end. So this is a now we got 2 corners. I don't know if Terrell is I don't know if he's a slot corner. Let's take a look. He's balling out. 83.5 pass rush, his grade. I don't know if he could be a slot corner, but he's one of the best corners. Kedrick Falk. Thing about Kedrick Falk to me is he doesn't have very much production. He had 9 sacks in 2024, which he balled out. He only had 2 sacks in 2025, 2 sacks in 2023. But he is athletic. He can move around. As you can see, he's mainly a rusher outside the tackle. That's predominantly where his stats is at. Now, we can still go tackle here. We can go T.J. Parker, edge rusher here. They got him ranked 29. Kate McDonald, we don't need a defensive tackle. There's 2 edge. So if we're gonna make this an all defensive draft, we probably should either take Kedrick Falk, Terrell, or T.J. Parker. Caleb Banks is a nice guy as well. And then we can come back and see if we need to take a wide receiver or a tackle after that. But the first 2 picks should probably be defense. What do you guys want to do? What do y'all want to do? They still TJ Parker. Let's see. Let's get a couple more. Falk, Terrell. Let's see who else they got. Cooper Jr., Miller, Parker. He's an edge rusher. Parker, Falk. It's close. He's Falk, Terrell. Why would the first 2 picks be defense? Barry getting fired with this mock draft. Well, we did playmakers before. So what we trying to do is we just trying to give it a little balance to see if we can figure out if you did go best available defensive player, could you still come back and get it together? Falk. These next 2 gonna have it. Parker, Falk. Let's go with Falk. I'll just do it. Give me Falk. Okay, let's go with Falk. Let's see what happens. All right, let's get to it. He's the best on the board. Let's draft him. Okay? You have pick 39. Now, I think this is where we can start looking at. Let's look at Ty Simpson just still sitting here looking crazy. We can look for a receiver. We can look for offensive lineman. So this tackle is the best available on the board. His rank is 30th, and we can get him at pick number 39. There's a guard here. There's a couple of defensive linemen. You can also, at this point, start to look at some receivers. Jeremy Bernard, we covered on this channel. I like him. He's not a burner, but he's a good receiver. Jadarian Price is a running back. Chris Brazzell is still there. Brazzell there at 58. We might be able to chill out and still get Chris Brazzell or Skylar Bell if we just chill. Right? Let's take a look at, if you look at it, some of the best available. We still need a quarterback, a wide receiver, tackle. So I do think that we may be able to get one of these guys in the 3rd round as a receiver. What do you guys want to do? How y'all want to do it? Let me go back up. Take the tackle? Y'all want to take that tackle? Max is a right tackle, though. I know. Yeah, I know. What y'all want to do? Max, okay. Brazzell, tackle. Let's see what else y'all got. Brazzell coming up a little bit. It might be a reach for Brazzell. He's 58. We at 39. Max. Let's go with the tackle. And hopefully Brazzell will be there. Let's take him. We're back on the clock. At this point, let's take a look and see who's our best available wide receiver. Oh, wow. Look how this draft then came back to us. Look how it then came back to the bottom of the map. We at pick number 70, and look what we sitting on. Ooh-wee. Elijah Surratt, Antonio Williams, Deion Burks, who we've all covered on the channel. Ted Hurst is a nice pick. Malachi Fields is a nice pick. Dejon Stribling is a nice pick. C.J. Daniels is still available. Jacoby Lane is available. Cyrus Allen. Boy, somebody tell me that G. Bush was cooking in here. Now with this, to me, out of these 3 players, and based on our wide receiver draft board, Deion Burks has higher upside than Elijah Surratt and Antonio Williams, but Elijah Surratt can be somebody on the outside. Malachi Fields is dope. Here's the goal, guys. These next 2 picks, I'm going 2 receivers. I'm getting 2 receivers, but Deion Burks is explosive. We watched him on the channel. Elijah Surratt is very dependable. Antonio Williams he's dependable, but you talk about speed, movement, quickness, 4.3 for Deion Burks. Malachi Fields is one of the biggest bodies in terms of 50-50 catch radius. We watched him as well. This is going to be very interesting. Who do y'all want to go with? Yep. The battery. We got the battery. We having a little battery issue. We watched tape on Fields, and he was dope. Ted Hurst at pick 70. Yeah. Let's see what y'all got. Let me see. Fields, Malachi Fields. They went for Surratt, no doubt. Fields, no to Surratt. Fields, Surratt. Lane is a sleeper. We can get him later. Surratt. Fields, Surratt. Dang. Fields is bigger. Surratt, Lane, Fields, Surratt. This is close. Here's what I'll do. We'll split the baby. We'll take Elijah Surratt and hope Fields is there. We'll take Surratt and hope these other 2 is there. Now, remember what I said I was doing. I said I want 2 receivers back to back. Okay, I'm fine with these guys because Dejon Stribling is a monster. I'm okay with that. I like C.J. Daniels, too. Jacoby Lane is there. Let me take a look at Stribling. Grade, 811. Yards, 882. I like this tape too. I like CJ Daniels tape too. I liked it too. We watched both of those guys. That was a sleeper. Jacoby Lane, y'all love him. 750, 525. What did they have him ranked? They got him number 136 on the board. They got distributing 112 on the board. So they got him rated how many slots higher? About 24. So, but I'm gonna get y'all's input. Dribbling is there. He's the best available. You could take him. I think that'll be a good grade. You know, CJ Daniels is. But I'm gonna let y'all have it. We're gonna do by popular vote. What y'all want to do? Let me see. Dribbling, Ted Hurst, Lane, Daniels, Lane. What y'all want to do? Scribbling. I like CJ Daniels too. Lane, Stribling. Lane and Stribling is neck to neck. Y'all want a tight end. The Browns already got like 6 tight ends, and they wouldn't have got another one. They just signed one. Lane. And the next, I was going to say in the next 5, Stribling. The next 5 is going to tell us what we should do. Stribling, 1. First person to 5 wins. Stribling got 1. Lane got 1. Stribling, 2. 3 Stribling, and 1. Stribling done 1. He done 1. We got it. He got it. We got 2 receivers. Take him. Okay. Wow. By the way, Jacoby Lane is there. We taking Jacoby Lane too. All right, there you go. You see how this worked? Hold on. Let's go. Best available. Wow. Marlon Klein. This is what I want to do. We could take a center here. We could take Klein, but the Browns already signed a bunch of tight ends, and I don't think they're going to take one. You could take Jager Burton, what is the center, or we could get a running back. Le'Veon Moss is available right here, ready to go. Katron Allen is there. We could go with the center or Le'Veon Moss. Jager Burton or Le'Veon Moss. What y'all want to do? How y'all want to move with this? I see you, G. Bush. Yeah. Let me see. Burton, Moss. We getting a lot of Mosses in here. Moss, Burton. Okay. Next 5 gonna do it. Moss, take the center. Moss. All right, we're going to go with Moss. So now we're back on the clock. Let's take this center because we wanted to take a center before. We'll take this center to give us another lineman. And we're right back here. And we always end up, why is Taylor Green always here? And we always draft him because he always hits. All right, let's see what our draft grade is. Ooh, this is funny. They said you drafted Cardinal Tate. Tate is a better need, but we turned need all the way down. So you got Caleb Downs, he would probably start. You got another edge rusher. The tackle we got an A+ for. You still ended up with, this is low-key sneaky. Chat. This ain't sneaky, though, because you still got Stribling, Elijah Surratt, and Jacoby Lane. A- for Surratt, B+ for Stribling. Jacoby Lane was an A. The tackle was an A+. They gave us C+ on Moss. But you take a look at it, we still went back in and got Gobin and Taylor Green. So as you can see, overall draft grade is a B+. Overall draft grade is sneaky because now your secondary should be crazy. You got one of the best secondaries with not only with Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, Caleb Downs. Here we go, and we back up. Y'all let me know what y'all think. They gave us a B+. It started off kind of shaky. A lot of people's like, no. Fault might be a D tackle on most 4-3 defenses. It's all right. Let's see. Why are we doing defenses? We aren't drafting defensive player. What we're doing is just giving you a idea, or it's just giving you a variety. If you think about it, say for instance, the Browns decided to say, you know what? We're going to trade back. And we may trade back and get something. Or they might say, listen, you know what? We believe this dude is such a great defensive player. I don't think they would do it. We're just saying if they did go that route, who would be available later on that can make up for that? The idea is if I could find, if it's a deep receiver class and I feel like I got a higher grade on somebody and I did take a player like, Sonny Styles or Arvell Reese or Caleb Downs, if they did fall to him, do I have enough in my arsenal? Do I have enough players at wide receiver that if I pick them later on in the draft, I still can get some value for them? For me, am I advocating this type of draft? No, it's just showing you a variety of what it could look like if they decided to go that route. We're going to be announcing some sponsorships coming down. If you're a business and you want to advertise on the show, we really trying to level it up. First and foremost, when we do things, we want to make sure that we can do something that is conducive to businesses that we believe in, that's trying to do some good work out here, reputable, but we want to bring value to your business. I ain't up here just reading nothing just to read it. I want to bring value. I want to bring something, some awareness and light to your business. So if you're interested, we got some partnerships coming up. One of our partnerships that we already got going, we got some things going over here is, yeah, you see it, Phenomenal Barbershop, where I get cut up at, looking crispy with the waves. Call my man Jason to book an appointment, 216-385-8861, 216-385-8861, Phenomenal Barbershop. You see it, G. Bush got him right there. He's doing some great things. They putting in 7 or 8 new booths, complete beauty salon back there. Done the renovation. Shout out to him. I've been going to him for about 4 years. You're going to see some collaborations with Jason as well. We got some other things coming on the pipeline. So if you're interested, hit us up, fifthdimensionmedia1@gmail.com. With that being said, you never know when G. Bush might show up, radio, television, internet, but you want the fresh cut on sports, I keep the Clippers with me. Have a great rest of your evening. And you know how I end the show. It's always go Browns.